This is a little bit about what you're gonna see. There I'm cloning the disk, I'm selecting in which disk to clone, and I'm going to show you how I will have liked to see it before I update my laptop. So I hope you enjoy, subscribe, and first you're gonna see a quick introduction explaining exactly what I'm gonna do and explaining which software I use. So enjoy. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, and today's video I want to show you how I upgraded my laptop, a Lenovo Legion Y540. I cloned the existing M2 SSD and I replaced it with a Lexar NM790 4TB. So is the real proof that 4TB fits in this Legion 5, and pretty sure the Lenovo Legion 7 as well it will fit, because everywhere they say it's the same hardware. And then actually I was about to buy the Crucial P3 Plus, but I decided to choose the Lexar NM790, as I said, because their prices were similar. The Lexar offers higher read and write speed, way much higher. And while my current laptop only supports generation 3 speeds, I might update to a generation 4 laptop in the future, so I can use that M2 in Gen 4 if I want. And this way I'm pretty sure that I will be using the fastest speed. So one thing is recommended, and everybody says that is recommend to disconnect the battery once you open the laptop. I tried to do it, I couldn't unplug it, so I was extremely careful while touching connectors or avoiding to touch connectors, and everything was alright. Before I also have the video, I will upload it some of these days, of how I changed the RAM memory. It's at the maximum now. I think it's 32 gigabytes. I'm uploading this video into my video in my van channel, because actually I'm in the van, so that's the reason why. So I hope you like it, and if you have any question, please let me know in the comments. As well, I'm gonna place all the links to the products I use. They are not too expensive. I'm gonna show you the cloning process. I use Mercury Reflect. I use the free trial that was totally free, and I was able to do it. And then I had I think a little problem, and I needed to use the Minitool Partition Wizard. That is another software. The problem is when you clone the disk, let's say I clone 1 terabyte disk into 4 terabytes. Let's say this 1 terabyte, this is 4 terabytes. It goes exactly here. Then you are gonna see only you have 1 terabyte after you clone it and you connect the other one. The problem I have is when I clone, I had more than one partition, so it was like what I was used for the operation system, like Windows, was, I think, I don't know, 300 megabytes, let's say, and then I have like 2 other partitions of 100 megabytes and 100 megabytes. And when I wanted to extend this partition, I wasn't able, because the partition I wanted to extend was the first one here, and I couldn't because there were 2 in between. So that's why I needed to use the Minitool Partition Wizard to move those 2 partitions to the end and be able to extend this partition. As well, I use the CrystalDiskInfo interface to see how this was performing, because I didn't place a thermal pad. I didn't replace it. It's something that I'm gonna do next time I will open the laptop, I think, to upgrade the SSD. that I already have in. So at the moment I have 6 terabytes of storage, 4 terabytes M2 and 2 terabytes SSD 2.5 inches. Okay, the idea is to install this one in this computer, but before that I'm gonna clone it, all the information on the computer to this disk. Now I have one NVMe of 1 terabyte that came with the computer, and I added 2 terabytes SSD 2.5 inches as well. So I'm using this. It's not expensive and it works good, and only when you have only one disk plugged in, you don't need to plug it to the power, just to the USB-C. Be sure you turn it on in the back, and there you can see it's power on, and the M2 is working because of the light is on. So let's use the Macrium Reflect. I'm using the free trial version. Here you can see that I have 30, is expiring 30 days. So you will see this screen, and be careful because you better click the disk that you want to clone, because it's not really clear where to. There you see, I click it and the clone disk move below the disk. There I can see all my partitions. Click clone disk. There I can see that is recognizing the Lexar 4 terabyte that is plugged on the USB-C. Then I select this to clone to. We are gonna select the Lexar 4 terabytes, that it doesn't have any partition or nothing. And we click next. Schedule, we don't want to schedule any clone, so just press next to skip this step. There we have a summary of everything. Just check it out, read a little bit that you are cloning exactly what you want. Then you click finish. There we go, okay. And the cloning starts. It took around 1 hour, so I will come back to you in 1 hour when all the cloning process is finished. Okay, the clone is complete. It took 47 minutes to complete. Pretty good, I will say. So now I'm gonna just click OK and have a look at the read speed, 7.9 gigabytes per second, and the write speed 2.8 gigabytes per second. I would say pretty good. I'm gonna have a look at everything. Went smooth, everything looks good, so close. Yeah, now it's time to open the laptop and change the disk for the one that is on that device. Let's see. Okay, now let's open the laptop. We are gonna be opening a Lenovo Legion Y540 15. Also, you can do the same for the Y700 and the Y540 17. So here we go. Now I'm gonna show you an image with the order that you should be taking out the screws. Don't follow as I did, just follow this. First the 5 on the top, and 4 on the top and 1 in the middle, and then you take the rest. You will see that ones with a 1 that are longer than the other ones. I opened it short time ago, that's why I didn't do it like that. And once you have all the screws out, you should take it's called a pry tool, or just a pick. So, and that's the order you should be sliding. And when you are sliding it, you will hear that it gets unstuck. Just take your time, be really patient here, because it takes time to do it, and patience. Just find where you can fit the pre tool. In the top you can fit it, as you can see it's almost on the bottom, so you will need to lift 45 degrees the laptop. Just as I said, take your time, don't pull, it will pop up by its own. Just take some time, then when you hear the last click, means it's loose. As you can see, maybe you will have a little bit of thermal paste or the thermal pads still stick a little bit, but it will pop up easy. Okay, then you should unscrew the M2, or before you do that you should disconnect the battery, but I don't do it. I'm just really careful with what I do. Just unscrew the M2, pull it up, and it will come out really easy. That's the old one, it's a Western Digital. Then I took the new Lexar NM790 and I do exactly the same, but all the way around. Just put it in and then hold it down with a screw. I was watching that if it's possible to put a double-sided M2, and let me tell you, it's not possible. It's touching the bottom, so you better get a single side like the one I'm installing, or the Crucial P3 Plus. Yeah. Now for the closing process, just you will hear a click. Just listen. Yeah, there you have one. You have the click. Just be sure everywhere is closed and nothing is on the way. Just check it out before you start putting the screws, and then you start putting the screws all the way around. You start with the ones at the bottom, the short ones, not the long ones like I'm doing, but I'm gonna open it in short time. I'm looking to change the SSD. Okay, now let's go in the BIOS. So I'm gonna press the on button, and at the same time I'm gonna start clicking F2. So there we are. So we are gonna go to the right till we get to boot, and then we see the booting order. So we have the Lexar SSD NM790 4TB in first place, so we just leave it like that. So we go to the right, exit shading changes, no, exit discarding changes, yes. Okay, the computer is on, everything seems to be alright. Let's go check the new disk. Here you can see that is showing only 1 TB of storage, like the one I had before. Now what I need to do is to extend the partition to be able to use the 4 TB. Let me show you in the Macrium Reflect the Anacin partition that is 2.79 TB. So now what we're gonna do is to assign this. Okay, to locate the partition that you have unallocate, you gotta open the disk management. To do that, Windows R, and you write down this, press enter, open this, select your disk, and in this part you just put, no, in the one that you want, you just press extend. If it's gray out, you need a third party like mini tool partition wizard free. Okay, what I'm gonna try to do is to move this one to the right of this, so this can go together with this, and then I can just extend it. So in order to do that, right click, move, resize, the way to the back, to press apply. Let's close this management. try. So that was it. Just in case you want to know which NVMe was in the laptop before I modify, there you have the picture. Okay, I hope you liked the video, and if you have any comments or questions or whatever, just drop them in the comments. Give me a follow, subscribe, thumbs up, and yeah, I hope I was able to help you. See you in the next video.